Here's a detailed timeline of the development and release of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time Master Quest, 1995A 1998. Development of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time was in development for the Nintendo 64, with early ideas about expanded content. During this time, Nintendo planned to use the Nintendo 64 DD, a disk drive peripheral, to provide post-launch expansions for games. The expanded version of Ocarina of Time, tentatively called Zelda, Another Zelda, was conceptualized. Zelda was planned to include remixed dungeons, new puzzles, and enhanced features that would be available only via the 64DD. November 1998. Release of Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time was released to critical acclaim and commercial success. Plans for Zelda as a 64DD expansion continued to progress. 1999, Nintendo 64DD delays. The Nintendo 64DD's release was repeatedly delayed, limiting its viability as an expansion platform. Zelda's release was postponed. The development team began focusing on The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, which reused the Ocarina of Time engine, leaving Zelda in limbo. December 1999, release of Nintendo 64DD, Japan. Only the 64DD was finally released in Japan but failed commercially due to limited software and low adoption rates. Plans for Zelda as a 64DD expansion were officially cancelled. 2001, concept revival for GameCube. Nintendo began exploring ways to preserve and release the planned Zelda content. With the GameCube's release in late 2001, the team decided to remaster Ocarina of Time and repackage Zelda content as Master Quest. Master Quest remixed Ocarina of Time's dungeons, increasing their difficulty by altering puzzles and enemy placements while keeping the overworld and story unchanged. November 2002, Japanese release, GameCube bonus disc. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time Master Quest was released as a bonus disc in Japan for pre-orders of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. The disc included the original Ocarina of Time alongside the remixed Master Quest. February-May 2003, international release, GameCube bonus disc. Master Quest was released internationally as part of the Wind Waker pre-order campaign. The disc became the first official way for players outside Japan to experience the remixed content originally planned for Zelda. 2011, Nintendo 3DS version as part of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D release for the Nintendo 3DS. Master Quest was included as an unlockable mode. This version retained the remixed dungeons but added mirrored gameplay, reversing the map layout, and increased enemy damage, creating an additional layer of challenge. Legacy of Master Quest. Master Quest is seen as a preserved piece of Nintendo history, showcasing what could have been with the 64DD expansion. The release brought closure to the long-running speculation about Zelda and provided fans with a fresh challenge in a beloved game.